got my team with me, we taking over. Yeah. Smart Ed Workshops. We work smarter, not harder. 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 I'm talking smart AI workshops. Legacy built on systems. Don't waste your time with a system. Ain't for the money or business. Nah, not for my brothers and sisters. I can't wait to say I told you from a lot of no's to a lot of yes sirs. I was in the dirt, I ain't had a penny, now we taking off in a private jet skirt. This is the future. We work smarter, not harder. We work smarter, not harder. We work smarter, not harder. I'm talking AI on my team, cause the work smarter, not harder. Look at my success, why would I lie? You gotta think smart, you gotta be wise. You wanna be him, you gotta be kind. Put God first, you gotta be right. It's time to go. I got my team with me, we taking over. Smart Ed Workshops. We work smarter, not harder. 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 I'm talking smart AI workshops. Legacy built on systems. Don't waste your time with a system. Ain't for the money or business. Nah, not for my brothers and sisters. I can't wait to say I told you from a lot of no's to a lot of yes sirs. I was in the dirt, I ain't had a penny, now we taking off in a private jet skirt. This is the future. We work smarter, not harder. We work smarter, not harder. We work smarter, not harder. I'm talking AI on my team, cause the work smarter, not harder. Look at my success, why would I lie? You gotta think smart, you gotta be wise. You wanna be him, you gotta be kind. Put God first, you gotta be right. It's time to go. I got my team with me, we taking over. Smart Ed Workshops. We work smarter, not harder. 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 I'm talking smart AI workshops. Legacy built on systems. Don't waste your time with a system. Ain't for the money or business. Nah, not for my brothers and sisters. I can't wait to say I told you from a lot of no's to a lot of yes sirs. I was in the dirt, I ain't had a penny, now we taking off in a private jet skirt. This is the future. We work smarter, not harder. We work smarter, not harder. We work smarter, not harder. I'm talking AI on my team, cause the work smarter, not harder. Look at my success, why would I lie? You gotta think smart, you gotta be wise. You wanna be him, you gotta be kind. Put God first, you gotta be right. It's time to go. I got my team with me, we taking over. Smart Ed Workshops. We work smarter, not harder. 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 I'm talking smart AI workshops. Legacy built on systems. Don't waste your time with a system. Ain't for the money or business. Nah, not for my brothers and sisters. I can't wait to say I told you from a lot of no's to a lot of yes sirs. I was in the dirt, I ain't had a penny, now we taking off in a private jet skirt. This is the future. We work smarter, not harder. We work smarter, not harder. We work smarter, not harder. I'm talking AI on my team, cause the work smarter, not harder. Look at my success, why would I lie? You gotta think smart, you gotta be wise. You wanna be him, you gotta be kind. Put God first, you gotta be right. It's time to go. got my team with me, we taking over. Penny, now we taking off in a private jet skirt. This is the future. We work smarter, not harder. We work smarter, not harder. We work smarter, not harder. I'm talking AI on my team, cause the work smarter, not harder. Look at my success, why would I lie? You gotta think smart, you gotta be wise. You wanna be him, you gotta be kind. Put God first, you gotta be right. It's time to go. I got my team with me, we taking over.
Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to create an online presentation that teaches clearly, builds trust, and keeps attention and naturally leads people to the next step. Then I'll show you how to turn that presentation into something you can use on your live, evergreen, as far as let it play 24/7, and as well as on repeat. So this is an exciting time that we're in today. I know a lot's happening in the world, and I just want to thank you for just taking out your lunch period to watch this quick presentation. Not going to keep you all day, but I'm going to ask you to stay to the end because I've got something extremely special for those who stay till the end. I'm going to go ahead and get right into the presentation. And the first thing I want to do is let's cover a few things in regards to what you're going to learn. By the end of this session, you're going to know three things: how to build presentations itself, how to speed up the production process using AI, and how to turn it into something that keeps working for you long after today. So those are the things that I promise you will learn during this particular time. The other thing I want you to know is this, that most people, they don't have a message problem, okay? Most people have something valuable to say. The problem is that they don't always know how to package it. And if that's you, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. If you're someone who has a challenging packaging your message, and they don't also have a message problem, because again, you just need some assistance. They normally have what I like to call a presentation problem, and I've had presentation problems in the past. And if that's you, go ahead and put a 1 inside of the chat. A lot of times we have too much information, no clear flow, and no real system behind it. So we're going to see if we could help you solve some of those major challenges that most of us have dealt with at one time or another. You know, there's never really been a better time to teach online. Right now, the teaching online business is booming. It's a $3 billion industry. And people right now, they're actively looking for guidance, and they want to work with people they know, like, and trust. But clear teachers, they stand out. And one strong presentation built the right way can create an ongoing opportunity for your business. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk to you on how we can get that done. So the big question is this. It's not that we have content problems, all right? A great presentation is not just content. Let me just get that out the way. As a matter of fact, let me get it back on screen, and let me just look at you directly in your eye. A great presentation is not all about just content. It is an asset. All right. And when you look at presentations as an asset, that means that it can be turned into a webinar, a workshop, or even an evergreen training, and or maybe even a sales presentation. And if you build it right, I'm going to say it again. If you build it right, one presentation can do far more than one event. And if you agree with me on that, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Do you agree that one presentation, if it's built right, can do far more than just one event? Because you can do a lot with just one presentation. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about and why that's important. Now, most presentations, they are built backwards, and people start with slides instead of starting with the outcome, and they pile on information instead of leading people to a transformation. They teach too much, and I've been guilty of that. When you're just teaching but never build a natural bridge to the offer. So you create great stuff, but unfortunately, it can also create a lot of clutter, confusion, and to be honest, it can have very weak conversion because of those things that you didn't pay attention to. So let me just break it down for you. All right. Here is a framework that I want you to take notes on. So go ahead and take some notes. Take notes. This framework, use it when you are delivering a presentation. This here is gold. It is a blueprint. And this blueprint will save you countless hours and will also help you stay on course while delivering your presentation. And it starts with the hook. You need a really good hook to break preoccupation when you're talking with someone, because a lot of people are distracted. So you need a hook. Also, you need to have a problem, all right, that you're solving, an opportunity for the individual to actually follow you through. And then a great story is important to help them understand that, yeah, you're just like me. Then you want to include some teaching inside of that presentation. And then an offer. What is it that you are offering your audience? And action. You want them to make a decision to take action. Just like after this presentation, I'm going to ask you to make a decision. And that decision is going to mean the difference of you continuing to do what you've always been doing, or you may decide that maybe it's time that I get some help. And I'm going to ask you to jump on board and get a little bit help. But every element has a job, and it works because it follows how people actually make decisions. It's attention first, then relevance, then belief, then trust, then the direction. All right. So that's the flow. That's the framework. Take notes. I hope you got a lot of value out of that slide because it is powerful. So take a screenshot. Now, before you touch a single slide, let's start with the outcome. Okay. Ask yourself 3 questions. One of the questions is, what should they know by the end? That's a simple question. What should your audience know by the end? The second question is, what should they believe and what should they do is the last question. Because if the outcome is vague, let me just tell you, if the outcome is vague, then the presentation will feel vague. So start with transformation first. Start with transformation first. So ask yourself those very important questions while you're preparing your presentation. The next thing is this. You have to know exactly who you're talking to. Because a strong presentation, it speaks to one person, one audience, one core problem, and one desired result. And most specific you get, the stronger the message becomes. If you're broad and your presentation is broad, it's going to lose power. And specific presentations, they create connection. It's important that you know those things. Now, your hook is very important as well. You have to build a strong hook. Your hook decides whether people either going to lean in or check out. And I'm hoping that right now you're leaning in, because this is your moment to really hone in on how you're giving your presentation, but more importantly, how you're actually bringing people on board to your final offer. And a great hook creates three great things. One is relevance. They feel immediately seen. And who doesn't like to be seen? We all want to be noticed. It also creates some type of curiosity when you have a really good hook. They want to know what comes next. And then recognition. So you name something they already feel. Start with the problem they already are living with. Because remember, most people do not have more content. They don't need more content. They need one presentation that actually works. And if that's you, go ahead and put a 3 in the comment. If you are somebody who don't need any more content, but what you need is literally one presentation that you can use over and over and over again, go ahead and put a 3 in the comment area. Go ahead, put that 3 in the comment area. Because that's what we're talking about today. Now, folks, understand something. When you have a problem like some of us are solving, it's great to, first of all, know how to identify the problem. You have to have clear steps to build trust around the problem. And the faster you're able to solve the problem within your presentation, the clearer you'll become. And when you name the actual frustration clearly, people feel understood. They think, well, this person gets it. Rambling, overteaching, weak flow, starting over every time. Hey, which one are you? Where do you find yourself dealing with on a consistent basis? Are you a rambler? Do you overteach? Is your flow? Do you find yourself starting over? You got to name it out loud. Don't soften it. You got to know what it is that you're dealing with. So the reality of it is you need to name the problem clearly. Now, you move from frustration to possibility. That's an important place when it comes to showing the opportunity. Because the opportunity is showing that, you know what, there is hope. There is hope. And in this presentation today, I want to tell you there is hope. And the opportunity is simple. You build one presentation you can use again and again. As a webinar, a workshop, a masterclass, or even an evergreen asset. And this is where energy shifts in the room. When you're able to show individuals that these are the possibilities with the opportunity that you are presenting. So if you had a presentation, which one of these things would you want to package with it? Is it a workshop? Is it a master class? Would you like that presentation to run 24/7? Would you like to create sales assets within your presentation? There's many options, but this is the opportunity that I'm sharing with you today. The ability to create multiple content with your presentation. Now, as we're continuing to look, I want you to understand something. I have been giving presentations for quite some time. And I remember when I first started off, I had a tough time, a very tough time working around how and building presentations. It was extremely challenging because I had no idea on how to deliver a proper presentation. And then eventually I was able to hire on a coach because I had hit rock bottom and I said, I need help. And once I was able to get the help, then I realized that I needed to do some major practicing. And my mentor told me, he says, practice, it makes perfect. But what I realized is practice didn't make perfect. Practice made improvement. And because I was able to improve, I was able to have better results when I was giving my final call to action. And this is the reason why I'm sharing some of the strategies that my mentor shared with me. You see, what I did just there is I created a story, true story. And the thing about stories is that they connect. Facts inform, but stories, they connect. And your story doesn't have to be dramatic. It just needs to be real. It has to have several different keys into your story. One, you need a call. In other words, what was the thing that called you, that changed you, that positioned you to say something had to give? You have to have some type of frustration, which is like a pit. You're going through a process. Maybe you wasted years climbing up the wrong ladder, and now you felt that it was time that you changed that ladder and you needed a breakthrough. Then you have to go through this journey moment, the moment of transformation, that moment of pain, the process that each of us have to go through before we can get to that place of change. Then the frustration. The frustration is always there, but you have the breakthrough, which is in the journey, because the breakthrough is the key. If you can share that breakthrough, like my breakthrough was being able to have the ability to create multiple presentations, it allowed me to have certain results. And now story, it helps your audience feel that, one, they understand the challenge and that you found a path forward. And if you can find a path forward, then they can find a path forward. And that's the thing that I'm teaching you today. We can build a path forward together. Now, when we're building out our presentation, there is few things that you have to keep in mind. You want to make sure that you teach with structure. So don't just dump information. Teach a process, because people remember frameworks, not information piles. Have 3 steps, 5 or 7 steps formula, because each one, it needs to build on the last. And then make sure you have some clarity in what creates value in the mind of your audience. And if you do that, that structure will continue to keep you in line and help you consistently deliver great presentations. So make sure you keep that in mind as you're delivering your presentations. Now, listen, I get it. Some of us don't like to make offers. But if you are presenting, you have to have some type of call to action. Either send someone to a website, have them sign up for your workshop, or maybe even purchase an item that you are offering in your presentation at the end. But the offer should never feel like a pivot. It should feel like the next logical step. You see, your teaching creates the need. Your offer fills that need. And if the offer feels random, the teaching didn't do its job. And no one wants that. Now, never end vague. This is important. End with clear action. Tell people exactly what you want them to do. State the benefit, create some urgency, and remove any friction in the process. Because remember, every strong presentation ends with movement. So action needs to be explicit, not implied. Tell people what you want them to do. Now, when you're talking about giving a great presentation, just know that it's not always going to hit, because even strong presentations fail. And they fail when a few things happen. The production takes too long. Yeah. Here's what most people don't talk about. That was too long of a presentation. And a lot of us are not willing to admit that. Even when it's strong, it can underperform not because the strategy was wrong, but because the production, it just took too long. The tools are disconnected. Either webinar tools or streaming tools or clips or pages or emails. They're all separate, all fragmented. And even the content only gets used once. And that's the hidden bottleneck. Because now you had a strong presentation, but it failed because you didn't have all those pieces connected the way that it should. I want to address something right now. You might be thinking right now, okay? And you may be thinking, let me come on camera, okay? You might just be thinking, I like this, but I don't have time. Who has time to create presentations? They could take a long time if you don't have the proper tool. And I hear that all the time. But let's look at what no time actually is and what it actually means. It pretty much means starting from a blank page every single time. That's what it is. And that is a lot of wasted time. Or rewriting everything from scratch. Or repurposing feels too complicated. You may be thinking these things. Or you might say, I don't really have a repeatable system. That's what we're going to fix next. All right. So I'm glad that you're staying with me on this presentation, because I hear you. And if those are some of the things that you're thinking, go ahead and put it in the comment, just in case I might have missed a few of your thoughts. If any of that resonates with you, go ahead and put a few of those in the comment. Now, we are in a time that we've never been before. We have AI. And AI, it should not replace your message. All right, let's just get that out the way. You're still the expert. And because you're the expert, you need to act like the expert. All right, you need to act like the expert, because AI cannot replace your voice. You're still the voice. AI's job and only job is to reduce the time it takes to shape your ideas and reuse them. Would you agree with me? So think of it as a speed layer when we talk about AI, not the strategy. You still need to lead it. AI just helps you move faster. Did you hear me? AI just helps you to move faster. You still have to lead it. Now, when you're leading AI, there are some things that it can do well for you, okay? You can stop starting from a blank outline. Let's just get that out the way. The thing you want to do is you want your idea that you came up with, and you need to outline it. So you need an outline. The first place AI will save you countless time is at the very beginning. So you don't have to keep starting with a blank page. You can start with options, such as title ideas. AI is great at that. Hook angles. It can come up with wonderful hook angles. Sections orders. It can help you organize. It can even give you some ideas on how to teach the structure of key steps and build upon those. And then it can even come up with a way to help you come up with your call to action, a draft. And literally AI can generate these 10 directions in seconds. All right. All you got to do is pick the one that fits your particular situation. Okay. So that's what we use AI for, to help us in that. And then not only that, here's just a few use cases with AI that you can actually use. It can help you polish your structure before you even build a single slide. And I'm going to share with you tools that I use that I don't even need to build my slides anymore. This is some insane stuff that we're into today. So once you have your outline, though, AI can help you polish it. And it can help simplify your bullets, clean up headlines, tighten the wordings, improve the logic. It removes clutter, and it can also it make your presentation easier to flow. So you're not writing from scratch. You're refining what's already there. Are you hearing me? You don't have to do it all from scratch, because remember, we don't have the time. So therefore, we're going to use AI to help us create and have more time. Did you catch that? So that's the goal. Now, once we have the presentation, and once we decided on the things that we will do with our presentation, and AI can help in areas that can help create many assets for you. That's right. It can create multiple assets. This is where the real leverage actually starts. One presentation becomes registration page. One presentation has follow-up emails that need to be created. And you can also break down that one presentation into video clips. That's right. That you can now share on social media. You can also create a complete replay summary or turn it into an evergreen asset to where that one presentation can go 24/7 days a week. Wouldn't you like that in your life? How would that make your offer more? I mean, the point is you're able to give your offer to more people more often. And that is the key, because remember, it's a numbers game. So stop thinking about content as a one-time event. I want you to start thinking about it as a source. Start thinking about it as a source. So don't just build one presentation. I want you to build presentations and get the most out of it. And that is the shift, okay? You need to get more out of it. So it's more than just content creation. We're talking about asset creation. So I want you to go ahead and put in there hashtag asset, hashtag assets. And that just lets me know that we're all about assets creation. So one presentation, multiple formats, ongoing results. Is that okay? So what I've shared with you is this. We have a framework plus AI. That's powerful. That is powerful, because that's what you want and that's what you need. And when you have this, life it's so much better. But it still needs a system. okay? You need a way to run the presentation. You need a way to reuse it, to track it, and also keep getting value from it. And that's the missing piece. And that's where Canira comes in. So I'm going to share with you what Canira is and how it fits. It's not a substitute for a great presentation. No, it's not. But for a system, this here is a game changer. It is a system that helps you use one effectively. It helps you deliver it live, use it to do evergreen webinars where you can set something up once and let it run 24/7. And it also supports repurposing. So if you want to break down clips or audio, you can do that. It can assist you in capturing your audience, build repeatable workflows, and a one-to-one platform built around presentations that you already have. So Canira is a powerful tool, and it's the infrastructure that I'm using right now today to deliver this presentation. Now, why tools matter? Most people are juggling too many of them, first of all. I don't know about you, but how many tools do you have in your toolbox right now that you're consistently using? You may have clip generators, you may have webinar tools, you may have streaming tools, you probably have page builders and automation tools. A lot of people are juggling that, and it's fragmented because the fragmentation creates friction and it basically slows you down and it even adds additional costs that you can probably avoid. But Canira, it brings live delivery, it has evergreen use, AI media workflow, and audience growth in a more unified system. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is very valuable. Canira value is the supporting infrastructure that you need in order to deliver these presentations and the one-offs. Now, what does Canira do? Well, with the right presentation, Canira can help you run it live, turn it into an evergreen 24/7. It can run 24/7. You can reuse it. You can connect it to growth and build a repeatable workflow that gets better every time. And this is how your presentation stops being a one-time talk and become a real business. Listen, folks, I want to be honest with you. I didn't come here just to talk and to teach you the framework. I wanted to help you implement it. So let me show you how we can do that together. What I'm offering today is called the Presentation Framework System. It's everything you need to build a presentation you can use live, evergreen, or on repeat. And no matter which package you choose, you still get 30 days of Canira completely free. The first tier is the starter package, and it's only $97. It includes the core training, the builder workbook, the structured templates, the hook story, and the call of action framework. The offer transitions template is included in there and an AI prompt pack, plus 30 days of Canira for free. Now, this is the best fit if you just want the method and the templates and want to move at your own pace. Okay, that's for you. Then we have what I like to call the pro package, and it's only $297. And this literally is the one I recommend for most people because it includes everything in the starter, plus the webinar slide templates, the evergreen webinar framework, a repurposing checklist, also has an email follow-up templates, AI repurposing prompts, and a live implementation session, which means you get to see me implement all this live. Plus, as a bonus, you also get 30 days of Canara for free. So this helps you build the presentation and turns it into a full reusable marketing asset. And the Elite package is our final package, and it's only $497, and it includes everything in the Pro plus a personal presentation review and offer positioning review, which I would have paid countless amounts just to have someone help me with that, to make sure that my offer and everything is working properly. It also includes live coaching and a Q&A script template, a launch checklist, priority Canara onboarding, plus your 30 days of Canara free. And this is the premium path if you want feedback, speed, and guided implementations. So I want you to be clear about what you're actually getting. I want to be very clear about it, okay? You're not just buying information. You're buying structure, clarity, confidence, and speed, and repeatability. And you're getting 30 days of Canara free to put the whole system into action immediately. That's an amazing offer. So here's the real question. What is confusion already costing you? Wasted hours? Weak structure? Inconsistent sessions? One-off webinars? Fragmented tools? That is the cost of staying stuck, ladies and gentlemen. This offer is built to solve all of that. So here's what I want you to do right now. You have 3 simple steps. Either choose your package, 1, 2, or 3, get the framework, and start your 30-day free Canara trial today. Pick the level that fits you best, and let's turn what you learned today into a system that keeps working for you. So let me go ahead and do a quick recap, okay? And this recap of everything that we covered in this presentation. First, we talked about the presentation framework, the 9 steps from hook to action, the AI speed layer. We talked about 3 use cases that save time and create leverage. We talked about the missing system, why framework and AI still needs infrastructure, and the implementation path, 3 packages to help you build it all with support. That's what we talked about today. Your presentation should not be a one-time event, folks. It should be an asset. You need to teach clearly, build trust, and create a movement. And remember, keep working long after the live session ends. You need that to happen. So first, let's build it right. Let's build the right presentation. And then let's build the right systems around it. That's what I'm offering you. So choose your package now. You can start at the $97 plan, the Pro at $297, or the Elite at $497. And every package includes a 30-day Canara free, Go ahead and choose your level now. Click the link below, and it will take you to our checkout page with each of those levels. And you'll be asked to go ahead and start your trial of Canora, the 30 days. And let's turn your next presentation into something you can use live or evergreen and on repeat. So go ahead and click that button below. We already have people signing up, and we are only taking for the $497 a small group, so that we can give you some personalized coaching that's included in that. So go ahead and go ahead and sign up now. And I want to thank you so much for being here today. See you soon. See you in the Canora room.